Bhagavatam. Where is here? Well, it's outside. It's relatively cool. And we're just at the place where we stay, the apartment blocks where we're staying, out in the kind of courtyard area. And we realized
the airplane
going over, making some noise, like, Lord have mercy. And there's also some sound vibration in the background that's maybe there, which is, I think, air conditioning units. But it is the day after Radhastami, so yesterday was a very special day, the appearance day of Srimad Radharani. And coming up this weekend coming, we'll be watching this on a Monday, is Bhadra Purnima, which is an auspicious occasion. From the Bhagavatam, it mentions in the Bhagavatam that this day, Bhadra Purnima, which this year falls on the 7th of September, is a very auspicious time for giving the Bhagavatam as a gift, sharing the Bhagavatam, and so we just wanted to invite everyone who's watching or anyone who would like to do that. There should be the details below that if you would like, you can purchase a set of Srimad Bhagavatams or sponsor a set of Srimad Bhagavatams that can be given to someone else. So just throwing that out there as we're coming up to Bhadra Purnima. Meanwhile, our main function is to just read the Bhagavatam and discuss and try to go deep.
Canto 4, Chapter 26, Text 5. It's alright. I got it. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 5. At that time, King Puranjan was very much influenced by demoniac propensities. Because of this, his heart became very hard and merciless, and with sharp arrows he killed many innocent animals in the forest, taking no consideration. Purport. When a man becomes too proud of his material position, he tries to enjoy his senses in an unrestricted way, being influenced by the modes of passion and ignorance. He is thus described as asuric or demoniac. When people are demoniac in spirit, they are not merciful toward the poor animals. Consequently, they maintain various animal slaughterhouses. This is technically called suna or himsa, which means the killing of living beings. In Kali Yuga, due to the increase of the modes of passion and ignorance, almost all men are asuric or demoniac. Therefore, they are very much fond of eating flesh, and for this end they maintain various kinds of animal slaughterhouses. So I think we picked the day where all the flights are diverted over this building. Maybe it's Maya, like, look, they're reading the Bhagavatam, so redirect all the aeroplanes there, no one can hear them. I don't know. Anyway, interesting, eating flesh. There's this one, I won't name names obviously, but there's this one vlog I was watching. I liked it. It's like a faith family of faith. Anyway, family of faith, and then they have quite a number of kids and that, and then I don't watch it anymore. It's like, I mean, they're into, like, obviously they're not flashy, and so they show how to live simple, and it's faith based, and it's really nice. But one way that they realize they can save money was to buy a whole cow, basically, which is currently housed in their new freezer that they bought for the cow. And I was like, oh my god, you know. And then they're like doing vlogs on how they make, how long it lasts. It was like, oh my god. So yeah, it's interesting that Prabhupada's taught in this purport from when he wrote it, and also in other places he derides and talks about slaughterhouses, and you know, man would or woman would go and get their produce from the supermarket or whatever, but mass-produced slaughterhouses are there. But it made me think, actually, now we're so degraded, even from that short time that Prabhupada was writing this, slaughterhouses are in people's homes, you know? People maintain it in that way. Like, what I mean is, I'm not saying meat is a new thing, but I'm saying beyond just I'm going to go to the supermarket and pick up my dead flesh, whatever. Now it's not uncommon to maintain that in your home. So you raise the animal yourself, pigs, chicken, whatever, and someone might say, oh, that's cute, they got that. No, actually, that's going to be my dinner for the next 3 months, whatever, you know, like, so, yeah, it's almost fast forward to a time where it did used to happen somewhere else, is what I'm saying. It's, you know? And, yeah, anyway.
Yeah, Prabhupada really strongly making the connection between a demoniac propensity and killing an animal. So it means killing a living being.
Yeah.
So the purport continues, in this age of Kali, the propensity for mercy is almost nil. And remember, there are 4 pillars of religiosity: truthfulness, cleanliness, austerity, and daya, or mercy, compassion. So consequently, there is always fighting and wars between men and nations. Men do not understand that because they unrestrictedly kill so many animals, they also must be slaughtered like animals in big wars. Wow. This is very much evident in the Western countries. In the West, slaughterhouses are maintained without restriction, and therefore every 5th or 10th year there is a big war in which countless people are slaughtered even more cruelly than animals. Sometimes during war, soldiers keep their enemies in concentration camps and kill them in very cruel ways. These are reactions brought about by unrestricted animal killing in the slaughterhouse and by hunters in the forest. Proud, demoniac persons do not know the laws of nature or the laws of God. Consequently, they unrestrictedly kill poor animals, not caring for them at all. In the Krishna consciousness movement, animal killing is completely prohibited. One is not accepted as a bona fide student in this movement unless he promises to follow the 4 regulative principles: no animal killing, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. This Krishna consciousness movement is the only means by which the sinful activities of men in this age, in this Kali Yuga, can be counteracted. So quite profound, quite pronounced. Srila Prabhupada, not afraid to state it very clearly that actually, if you want to come to the platform of real religiosity, you have to stand on these 4 pillars. And that means following the 4 regulative principles. So, if I recall correctly, daya, or mercy, relates directly to the meat eating. Prabhupada says differently, in 2 places he says different things. He says daya, or mercy, relates to killing of animals, or he says it relates to intoxication, because when one is intoxicated, they don't have any mercy or compassion for other people. Prabhupada says that. Cleanliness is related to illicit sex. Gambling is related to truthfulness, and cleanliness, daya, and austerity is therefore related to either the austerity of the tongue, to not eat meat. That's Prabhupada explains in the place where he connects mercy to intoxication, and or if it's reversed, then you have no austerity to just endure life without feeling like you need to be inebriated or intoxicated to cope with it or deal with it. So like that, these four pillars of religion and the four regulative principles are very much directly connected. So like that, so Prabhupada really driving this point home. So, and yeah, I don't know, I for sure have never heard so many airplanes go over. But anyway, Hare Krishna. Text number 6.
Okay. If a king is too attracted to eating flesh, he may, according to the directions of the revealed scriptures on sacrificial performances, go to the forest and kill some animals that are recommended for killing. One is not allowed to kill animals unnecessarily or without restrictions. The Vedas regulate animal killing to stop the extravagance of foolish men influenced by the modes of passion and ignorance. Purport. The question may be raised why a living being should be restricted in sense gratification. If a king to learn how to kill may go to the forest and kill animals, why should a living entity who has been given senses not be allowed unrestricted sense gratification? At the present moment, this argument is put forward even by so-called swamis and yogis who publicly say that because we have senses, we must satisfy them by sense gratification. These foolish swamis and yogis, however, do not know the injunctions of the sastras. Indeed, sometimes these rascals come out to defy the sastras. They even publicly announce that there should be no more sastras, no more books. Just come to me, they say, and I shall touch you, and you will become immediately spiritually advanced. It sounds so dumb when you read it. It sounds like a child speaking. And when you say to the child, you know, just because you can walk or move your arms, there's got to be something of national security going on. I'm not joking. We're going to see it in the news later on. It has to be. It has to be. This ain't normal. This is like Brooklyn in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, like, it sounds like kids that say, you know, why can't I touch this, or why can't I, no, it's hot, stay away, or this, you know, and, you know, the attitude of, yeah, I just want to touch it, sometimes you have to just let them touch it and they get burnt and they go away, you know, what can you do? It's like, it just sounds so dumb, you know. Oh, I've got senses, so why can't I use them? What? You know, you can actually, what's the word? I don't know. There's something crazy going on. You can actually exhaust the use of your senses in one day.
Can exhaust the what of your senses?
The use of your senses in one day. Because as Prabhupada says, as Prabhupada has said in lectures before, there's only so many chapatis you can eat, which is true. I can eat a lot of chapatis, but even I've got a limit. And then there's only, someone might say, yeah, I like drinking. Yeah, but there's only so much before you pass out or drown in your own bodily fluid or whatever. You know, there's only so much drugs you can do, and there's only this and that, whatever. You know? Before it's like either you say, oh my God, no, or your body says no, or your mind, whatever. So I'm saying in 24 hours you could exhaust everything, you know? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, so what are they talking about? Let me use my senses unrestricted. You can't use them unrestricted. That's the frustration of the material world. That's why we're so frustrated. I mean, if I could eat chapatis unrestricted, I would, but I can't. So I don't. That's so frustrating.
So basically what you're saying is that whether we restrict ourselves or not, the material energy restricts us anyway.
Yeah,
it's not unlimited. We can't just go on enjoying.
Well, yeah, specifically using the word
Unrestricted.
Because Prabhupada says that people ask, why can't we, why aren't we allowed to use unrestricted? Because you can't. That's the product by which we are living in, meaning the body and the material world. The matrix that we're in is restricted. That's why you can't use them unrestricted. It's just the way it is. It's like the product you buy with your iPad. You can do fancy stuff with this thing, but there's a limit even. That's why they give him upgrades, or you have to go and get a new one, or this, whatever. It's restricted.
Yeah.
So you ain't getting no unrestrictedness. Yeah.
Like 250 gig or
Yeah.
500 gig. You can't put 1 terabyte of information on a 250 gig iPad. So yeah, you can't eat 150 chapatis.
You can
Although
try.
there are people who try to indulge beyond what would be normal.
Yeah.
People have like whatever pie eating contest or such and such eating contest. We had a gulab jamun eating contest.
Yeah.
So,
I wasn't in it. I don't like gulags, but yeah.
Okay. So maybe we'll take a break there and we'll pick up. We only just started the purport, so we got a couple of more paragraphs. So we'll pick it up next time. Thank you very much. Remember, Bhadra Purnim's coming up. Happy belated Radhastami. And also coming up this week is Bhaktivedanta Thakur's appearance day, and Haridas Thakur's disappearance day, Vamana Dev's appearance day. So lots of auspicious occasions coming up. So wishing you all the best. It's never a dull moment. Every day in the spiritual world is a festival. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.